when they scored on their first three possessions, what was going on in your defense? After the third one, especially, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I think just settling in. The first game is always a little wild. You don't really know what to expect coming out. We hadn't played a real football game in a little while, but definitely some things that we adjusted on the sideline and came back and tried to correct some things, get a little bit more pressure, stay in coverage a little bit more, keep him in the pocket, and eventually I think once we got closer to the second quarter, into the second quarter, and into the second half, I think we made some adjustments, and we ended up getting the win. So that's what we look forward to.
Because of the kickoff return and then having the south of the field goal there, you guys had to go out twice. Really, you had to close the game out twice, and you did. So what were some of the keys to getting that done after it had been kind of a struggle?
Yeah, I think it goes back to what we had talked about earlier. I think just affecting the quarterback and speeding up his clock a little bit. Changing some things in the back end to adjust our coverages and how we were playing them, not giving them as much time to sit back there and kind of dunk it down and pick us apart a little bit. We made the adjustments, and like you said, we came out and we closed it twice.
What did Josh do for the defense today?
He did a lot. I mean, he scored touchdowns in the red zone. He extended drives, made huge plays, and that's what we've come to expect from Josh. He kept us off the field a lot after we had been on for a number of plays. We appreciate him, and he's the guy that runs this thing.
How big was what you got from Greg Rousseau today for the defense?
Yeah, it was huge. The turnover, sack fumble that he had, and then I think he had 2 other sacks in big situations. Greg's been a guy that's gotten better every single day throughout training camp, throughout this offseason. And, week 1 coming out and doing that and changing the game, that's Greg.
Terrell, how important those first couple of games is it for a defender like yourself to look at your keys, where the guards are going? How important is those first couple of games because you don't have as much film on the opposing team?
Yeah, it's really important. I think the main thing is just getting back to our fundamentals. You go a long time without playing a game, and you kind of come out here and go at it. And we knew what to expect. They have a really good scheme. They got really good players, and we had to settle down a little bit there in the first half. But we ended up with the win. Made some adjustments at halftime, and were able to walk away with a win.
Taron's a tough guy to replace, but the trust level in Cam seems like it's pretty high. What gives you that trust in him when he comes into the lineup?
Yeah, definitely tough to try to replace Taron. We don't really know what's going on right now, but when Cam comes in, he's a guy that can do everything too. He's physical, he's smart, he can blitz, he's obviously good in coverage, and then he made a lot of plays in the run game today, and that's what we're going to need from him. And it was good to see him out there, flying around, making plays, getting big stops. So. We'll get to work and build our connection and our chemistry going into week 2.
What was Bobby's message to you guys at halftime? Because obviously the first half didn't go probably the way that he envisioned it.
Yeah, I think the main thing was just settle down. We came out and there were some things going on. Quarterback got out of the pocket a little bit. They hit some runs on us. They made some plays, and I think our whole thing was just to calm down, get into the groove of the game, understand what they're trying to do, and then go out there and play how we know how to play.